Oh boy, the countdown to March Madness is on, and we're just a few weeks away from Selection Sunday and the big tournament, and just over a month from the Final Four and championship game. So which teams are in, which teams are out, and which teams need a miracle? Bill Reiter is a national columnist for CBS Sports and the host of Reiter Than You. He joins me now from LA. Okay, Bill, so which teams right now are a lock in your eyes?
You know, Rena, it's really interesting. This year, there are no clear favorites. There's a cluster of teams that have a real chance to cut down those nets in April after March Madness in Phoenix. Duke springs to mind. I love Kansas. Saw them last week in that huge win against West Virginia. Villanova is really good. Gonzaga is legit. Don't sleep on Kentucky. UCLA out here in LA, Arizona, North Carolina. Those teams are locks, and they're going to be very competitive when March Madness gets underway.
That's quite the list there. I want to ask you, though, which teams are on the bubble right now that you see getting in come tournament time, and which ones do you see actually missing the cut?
Yeah, you know, Syracuse has a really weird resume, and they're probably, if the season ended today, on the right side of that bubble. That huge buzzer beater against Duke a couple days ago. Those are huge, Rena, in giving the committee something to look at as not just a signature win, but a signature moment. On the other end of that spectrum, you've got a team like Wichita State, really good. Greg Marshall really should have earned the benefit of the doubt, but he's in a mid-major. The Missouri Valley's not particularly well thought of. They could finish the season 29-5 and still be on the outside looking in. And Michigan State's an interesting team. They need to do a little more damage, in the Big Ten tournament. That is a group that obviously year after year we expect to see in the tournament. But right now, they're right on the edge, Rena. It could go either way.
You know, one of my favorite things, Bill, about basketball are the Cinderella stories. Absolutely love them. I'm wondering if you know of any teams that you think could possibly sneak in a win by winning their conference tournament.
You know, there's a few. One, Rena, that really springs to mind is Indiana. This was a team that was in the top 25, really the top 20 at the start of the season. Tom Crean is, to many people, an irascible head coach, but I think he's a brilliant basketball mind. They've obviously struggled this year. They have to win their conference tournament, but they're talented enough, and they have a good enough coach to do that. UConn comes to mind. That's a team that has really underperformed this season. We've seen them get hot before when March rolls around. That's a team that could do it. And Texas, and we all forget about the Longhorns, that was a top 25 team entering the season. The wheels have really come off, but Baylor hasn't played particularly well of late. And Kansas, despite winning 13 consecutive now regular season Big 12 titles, you can't win every game. So if Texas can get hot in the Big 12, which is a pretty good conference, that could be a nice little Cinderella moment for them.
I'm looking forward to that, Bill. Bill Reiter, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.